Find the direction of the resultant of two vectors A and B if A equals 400 units to the north, B equals 250 units to the east. So first we're going to draw each of our vectors. So in red here we have vector A, which is 400 units to the north. Then we're going to draw vector B, which is 250 units to the east. Next, we're going to use the tail to tip method to show the resultant. So if we have vector A here, which is 400 units to the north, and then we add vector B to it, which is 250 units to the east, and then we draw our arrow here for our resultant vector. We now have the direction and magnitude drawn out here to our scale. If we now introduce an axis, so this is our x-axis and the vertical is our y-axis, we now want to find the angle that our vector C, the resultant vector, makes with the x-axis. With the properties of geometry, we know that the angle up here is also the same as the angle down here, or you can use the geometric property that we have a 90-degree angle, and if you solve for this angle and then subtract it from the 9 degrees, it'll give you the remainder here, the theta that we're trying to solve for. So instead we're just going to use the first one here, the first relation, that this angle is the same as this angle, and then we're going to set up using SOHCAHTOA to solve for theta. So knowing that, we do tan of theta is opposite over adjacent, which is the opposite of this angle here is vector A, and the opposite of, well, the adjacent one now is vector B. Now if we solve for theta, we take the tan inverse of both sides. So then we have tan inverse of A over B is equal to theta. We now plug in our values. So tan inverse of 400 units over 250 units. If we now evaluate this out, this will give us roughly 60 degrees with respect to the x-axis. So there we have it. This angle here that the resultant makes with the x-axis provides us the direction of our resultant vector, which is at a 60-degree angle with respect to the x-axis.